What is up, everybody? Kenny here. So, I am going to get a reading out for you guys again, and please take whatever you need. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Yada yada yada. You know the drill. I did my prayer, or I did my blessing, or not my blessing, my cleansing and prayer. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, what do we need to dissect for the collective? Prudence, number 30. Self assurance, integrity, clear mindedness. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting straight off the bat with this. I am getting that someone's trying to call you a prude. I don't know why. I feel as though right now you are standing in this newfound clear headedness, this clear space, this clear understanding of why you went through things the way you did. I feel as though you're finding power in that. And yeah, maybe it wasn't the easiest situation to go through or such easiest. This was a very chaotic energy I'm getting. It was a mess what you were in. Okay, but I feel like you are self assuring yourself right now that you did this for yourself and no one else. By the way, those are my unfolded clothes, mostly my jeans and pants. So I go through them pretty quick. Anyway, don't mind the mess behind me. The reading's here. Oh yeah, sorry, but yeah, you're finding a lot of balance too because I do see you. Sorry, is the ring light too much? Um, there is some kind of inner clarity you're seeing. It's like you're starting to see like, yeah, I had to balance out my life because shit wasn't going so good. You have Rider number 12, movement, quick decisions, progress. And yeah, that's the thing. It's like you had to understand that you had to cut off things. Maybe you had to burn some bridges. Maybe you had to step away from a group of people, a situation, a job, a vice. And it's like I think this Rider was like this was your quick getaway. I'm hearing getaway car from Taylor Swift. Um, Something you decided that you did a hasty. This is also giving me Knight of Swords energy, but I'm also getting like you had to make some action for yourself, for your progress, to progress through life, to progress through this difficult situation. I'll get some more details in with tarot. Anything else with this spirit? Flight. This is definitely a fight or flight situation. Definitely. Yeah, it's I'm gonna say this. You took on this. Oh, I love that. The back of the card it has blue with a whole little macabre skull, but this one has pink roses. So yeah, there was this opportunity. You knew you had to jump on the bandwagon. You had to fly away from. Instead of fighting, you had to fly away from all this. But I'm getting you. You found new opportunity in leaving. Remember, 28 can be significant. So you got 331. Be someone's area code, or it could be someone's angel number you guys need to look up. I don't know angel numbers on the top of my head, to be honest. 331 is I just looked up. That is funny. Okay. So give me some more details on this spirit. That was a weird shuffle. Let me get a better shuffle. There we go. So, spirit, what we got for this? This is a decision you had to make. Two of Swords popping out. Ace of Wands. That was going to bring you some kind of new opportunity. Maybe a new project. A new way of seeing everything. A new way of being. Yeah. The Fool. You had to take the leap of faith in order to work on yourself. I feel as though maybe in the past you were this person who was always pleasing people, dropping everything that you got going on to assist other people because you knew you could help them. But Wheel of Fortune said, we're giving you the guidance. Your spiritual team is telling you, we're giving you the guidance to fix whatever situation you got going on. Maybe in the past there was a lot of always indulging, always chasing the validation of other people. You're always trying to prove yourself to them. Spirit told you it was your time to decide. Do you want to pick yourself or do you want to pick this other person or these other people? Yeah, because in that situation there was some heartbreak that you had to process and feel through. And I think this was your way of grieving them. You realize that it always seemed like a competition. There was always conflict. There was always something. It's like you were down if you do, down if you don't. Anyway, so you figured, well, I see an opportunity to work on myself, to work on my things that I got going on. I don't need to be there for everyone if no one could even be there for me. Page of Pentacles, yeah, you started working hard and setting your eyes on something that was more realistic. This is manifestation in its early stages. Six of Cups, yeah, I think at one point you did started remembering people, and like you started remembering everything, all the help that they helped, or not even help, I'm gonna say all the good times you had with them. This was just a form of being nostalgic. I am seeing you had to break through all the different times, and you had to count how many times were they actually showing up for you the way you showed up for them. It sucks to suck, but I mean, sometimes you just got to do it. Nine of Pentacles, I think now since you've been away from all these people and working on yourself and working on your stability, just that your stability was growing. Three of Pentacles, Three of Cups, Three of Cups. You started celebrating yourself, and you didn't need a whole group of people to be cheering you on. And it's like you actually had more spirits helping you out, your guidance, your spiritual guides. Four of Pentacles, started watching what you were saying, being clear-minded, but I'm also getting you weren't over giving to people anymore because all they wanted was conflict and tension. It's like I'm getting you also felt this too. Maybe you are empathetic or an empath, or take it as resonates. So what's the outcome of the situation? What do we get from seeing this? Ace of Cups. You guys were given this new found self-love. I'm getting more so. That you started overflowing yourself. Page of Wands, you started taking some kind of inspiration to doing something you really enjoy and really love. Star, you started shining. You started radiating this newer energy, this newer newfound glory. I'm getting. Ace of Swords, you saw a lot of clarity in how people acted. Queen of Cups, you are that empathetic woman. You are that supportive friend, but you started picking and choosing who you were going to help. And I think you're having some kind of victory or this public recognition of this. Okay. So that's good news. Page of Cups with Five of Cups. So someone started realizing that maybe they did take you for granted. Maybe they unknowingly did a lot of things to you, not in retaliation to you, but they're starting to see that, yeah, they took you for granted. They're regretting their decisions that they made. They're seeing you and your Ten of Cups having your total love and support for yourself and also your spiritual team, that they somehow want to come back in and have a drink with you. Not even just a drink. I'm getting they just want to be back in your life the way you used to be there for them. But the world tells me that you close out the cycle. You're done. Spirit saying you've learned all that you needed to from these people, and wherever you're going next, you know you can't take everyone with you. Yeah, because there was something better for you. There was a rebirth and transformation you had to go through. You had to turn into that moth or that butterfly, whatever. And now it's like you have a lot of responsibilities now, and it has to do with family. But I'm also getting it's paying off. It's really paying off because you're sitting on a throne. I'm getting masculine and feminine energy with this, so take it as resonates. If it doesn't, the tower, you let it all fall. You had to burn that. You had to let those towers burn because they were gonna grow up all crooked anyway. Closing message for this collective. Always remember to prioritize truth and balance. Two of Pentacles with the Justice. Also, you have Knight of Cups crossing. Someone might be trying to approach you to offer that couple love again. That is up to you if you want to take that. I will leave that there, and I will see you guys later.